We're moving on. You can't go 2 days in a row without talking about Velma.
Because it just keeps getting worse. And I don't know how it's possible. Guys, Scooby is a black woman. Did you know that?
Scooby with an I.
Scooby is an independent black woman who don't need no man.
I feel like this is more racist.
It is.
Making the black, making the black woman a dog.
Yeah.
Here is the potential.
Super freaking racist because Hollywood's full of racists.
I mean, look, okay, I saw this copy pasta talking about Fred months and months before Velma ever came out, and it divulged details that only someone working on the show would have known. And now we know that it was all true. I mean, about Fred having daddy issues, about having late onset puberty. All of these details were in the copy pasta that I thought was fake, but it was real. So now I'm thinking, is this rumor about Scooby actually being a black woman, is this real? Because it really could be at this point. It would not, like, you could definitely convince me this is real.
Our good friend Vera Dark from Dark Titan Enterprises had this tweet where they point the two out here, like because originally they were saying she's Gigi. She's Gigi.
Wait, pull up these pictures.
Yeah, so here's the other tweet has the full screen one of this. I don't know if you can click on this. So there's that one.
Okay.
So that's Gigi. And then this one has this one, and it says
the following episodes get so much worse. Meet Scooby. Scooby with an I at the end.
Yes.
Fellow food reviewer Norville dates to get over Velma.
So do you think that Scooby here or supposed Scooby looks like Gigi? They don't look the same to me.
I don't know. The animation style is so low effort, you can't really tell.
So, I mean, to me, it's like, I don't even care if it's real. I'm not even prefacing this by rumor because I don't give a crap if people are like, yeah, guys are spreading misinformation, kick rocks.
People are already hoping for this show to end at one season in the most absurd way possible because that's the only way it can go. So, like, they're hoping Velma actually gets pregnant with Scooby. What else?
And then
Velma is given like the ultimate full circle reveal as a Scooby-Doo villain, pretending to be Velma.
They pull off the mask and it's white Velma.
It's actually I mean, that would be legitimately funny in a really absurd way. But I don't think they'll go with that. It's too clever.
Dude, it's literally old school Velma underneath wearing a minority Velma mask. I mean, might be the most racist and hilariously like awesome way to end the show.
Based Mindy Kaling.
Like, well, I mean, then they get what they want, right? The white guy's the villain. The white lady's the villain.
Right, everybody wins.
Everybody wins. I would love it.
It would be the normal Velma back.
Yes.
They get to villainize white people. It's a win-win.
We win. Everybody wins.
It's possible. We can end this on a white pill, guys.
And I would have gotten away with it. And they get the other voice actress. They get Linda Cardellini to come in and say, and I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you taking kids. Yeah, that'd be freaking great. Like, I'm so down for this. And then you get Scooby, who like is the idea here that do we lose Scooby with an I, and then he names a dog after a woman he fell in love with that was a fellow food reviewer?
I can't get over this. Okay, someone said no, her name is Gigi. She is not a food reviewer. She's one of Daphne's popular girl clique friends.
Gigi.
Who becomes a real character of her own later on, who goes out with Norville. I'm not trying to defend this show, but as someone who reviewed it, stop spreading misinformation.
Oh, shut up.
What?
Spread the misinformation. Who cares? It's a TV show.
Who cares anymore?
Like,
one of my favorite hobbies is spreading misinformation online. It's actually in for 2023.
I'm just nobody cares. No, at this point we are in the between Andrew Tate, stuff like this. We are in a post-truth era. Nothing matters. Nothing is real. Is any of this true? Who cares? We're going to keep reviewing it. I'm going to go slowly more, maybe this is my own fault because I'm going to go slowly more insane the more we review.
Here's what Melanie Mack said, quote tweeting this. She said, besides the obvious elephant in the room on why this is just wrong, so far it seems this entire show is centered around the author's fantasies, shipping characters who are minors, and the fact that Velma is a self-insert of a 40-plus-year-old woman makes it even more gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like, all of Mindy Kaling's work is self-insert.
Yeah.
And if you're self-inserting as an age-down, 15-year-old, 16-year-old character that makes out with another 15 or 16-year-old character, I don't know. It's kind of sus to me.
I also like I asked last night. I said, okay, knowing what we know now, were we better off with the Batgirl movie?
Yes.
Should we have just taken the Batgirl movie and if we could go back in time? Time
Was
machine.
it ever a quid pro quo?
Rewind backwards, and if we could go back now and say, okay, Mr. Zaslav, I will take the crappy Batgirl movie with the saggy boobs and the outfit and everything. We'll take it if you get rid of this awful Velma show.
What is David Zaslav thinking about this right now?
I don't think Zaslav cares. I think all they're looking at is numbers and
Is
impressions.
Velma gonna be doing numbers?
They're not going to learn until, like I said, there is a far better chance that The Last of Us is going to keep its viewership up because people want to see how closely they follow the source material. This show, the only way you're going to keep viewership up is by teasing people utterly disturbing ideas of what could come to pass, like the idea that Scoobi is a person, or the idea that Velma is actually the bad guy. Like
Someone is going to transform into Scooby or be a furry with Scooby as their persona.
Well, somebody else said like maybe Gigi's nickname is Scooby. I guess
someone said kill it with fire before it lays eggs.
Hey, eggs are expensive right now. Like you can get a fortune for those eggs. It's you see that the thing people are saying like egging a house actually increases property value now.
Oh no, I saw the one was back in my day. It was the toilet paper.
Yeah,
back in my day, we used to decorate people's houses with this.
Yeah, now it's always like between eggs and toilet paper, two things that people have been hoarding the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So look.
I love that Mindy Kaling just hasn't tweeted anything except for the Velma poster.
It's literally a post and ghost. She's like, she just drops it and like somebody should do a picture of her just casually walking away from a burning fire of like.
She's literally that Lana Del Rey meme.
Yeah. Like, also remember she's a gay icon for young women. We forgot about that. We didn't
right,
even
and
mention
Mindy
that
Kaling
yesterday.
obviously feels very strongly that we need more representation for Indian protagonists in kids animation.
Is she really a protagonist? Did you see like somebody pointed out? They said, did she really have to humiliate after she falsely accuses Fred of murder? She then humiliates him, and then they laugh about it. She's not a good guy. She's not a protagonist. She's not even an anti-hero.
Right. So
she's just a bad person.
has panic attacks, and the only way that she can make them stop is laughing at somebody else's feelings.
Yeah.
Totally likable character, guys. Great job.
Yeah.
Someone replied to Mindy Kaling and said, I'm paralyzed from the waist down. After 20 years in a wheelchair, I finally stood up to turn your show off.
Look, like at a certain point, maybe they can't afford to do this all the time, but once a year they can choose one thing that they're like, what could we ruin this year? Like next year, okay, guys, what else does what else does HBO Max own the rights to? Like next year, who owns the rights to the Flintstones? I think. Does Paramount own the rights to do they own the rights to the Flintstones as well? Like next year, we're gonna get the wokest.
When are they going into public domain?
I don't know.
That's from the 60s.
So I love I love the idea that next year we get like super woke where they don't just race swap. They make Fred Flintstone like Frederica Flintstone, and it's a woman, and they just go the same thing every year. You take an old property and you just make it the most obscene, objectionable thing every day, and that's how you market towards the end of the year. We had the greatest opening.
This is how you're actually going to lead to civil unrest, is like take away people's bread and circuses.
Yeah.
I feel like these are the real accelerationists.
But at the very point, like,
I see that on Rotten Tomatoes, it's 6% audience score, 55% critic rating.
I love it.
It's sweet music to my ears.
I deleted the tweet, or I didn't end up sharing the tweet. There was I might even still have it. Somebody shared one the other day that says, let me see if I can find it really quick. It would be under mine, so I might be able to still pull it up here. There was one that actually like bothered me. Yeah, it's this one here. I still have it. That's how annoying it was.
Oh gosh. Of course, the top.
Velma has a lot going for it. Include that it smartly engages with the original Scooby-Doo series without pissing all over it.
What?
There's like, I've read a lot of blatant lies on the internet lately. This may be the most blatant lie I've seen in a very long time.
It's not just pissing all over it. It's like acid attacking it.
Yeah.
Like,
dark, funny.
It's going the extra mile.
Dark, funny, progressive, queer, and human. But it also centers a lot of whiteness. My review. Look.
Okay. Guess who gave it fresh ratings, by the way? Out Magazine, The Daily Beast, Huffington Post, IndieWire.
Did the Mary Sue give it
the Mary Sue, yes.
Oh, even with that Me Too joke in there? What a bunch of bigots
even
over
with
there.
The
what
Me
a
Too.
bunch of women-hating bigots over there.
AV Club gave it a fresh rating.
I mean, the AV Club.
Who could have seen that
The
coming?
AV Club is second only to Cinema Blend in lameness.
Here's what Out
They're the
Magazine's
living
critics
embodiment
said.
of like pocket protectors for dorks on the internet.
If Velma can iron out a few kinks and workshop a few of its worst jokes, it'll become a great lead-in for Harley Quinn.
Oh, shut
Time will vindicate
People-
Velma.
People do love the Harley Quinn animated series. That's very well liked.
I didn't hear
haven't
much
seen
about it, positive or negative.
Like it's just. Ugh.
It's definitely like Velma's definitely not going to outperform the Harley Quinn series, though. Like there's no chance.
Oh, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how this does past week one. Like I think, like the hard
another
part
one.
is like it ends up. Look, a lot of the same outrage was going on when that horrible trailer for Santa Inc. came out, and then after the first week, all the hype died down.
Well,
Nobody cared.
at least with Santa Inc., you're not taking from some popular franchise. It's just like a mythological character, right?
Yeah.
But for this, they are actively cheering on the destruction of something that was innocently liked by children.
And millions of not even just children. There's adults that love. Somebody posted. There have been some great memes and some great videos from Scoobi Doo lovers that have been posted. That a lot of these channels started reposting their old content once the show was in the news, right? And it's like there's a huge fan base for Scoobi Doo. There is.
Yeah.
Like it was never my thing, but it's like I feel bad every time they do this to something. It's a good argument for why you should just copy it word for word, line for line, and not touch anything. Because if you take away too much, somehow you end up with this bullshit. Like, sorry,
Breast raging.
Like
I had to read another one of these critic reviews. While its departure from source material may be a turnoff for diehard Scooby fans, it still has a lot of love for the franchise in all its iterations.
No, it doesn't.
Especially
it has no
for
love.
Mr. Ink's beloved brain.
Look, it's
Not only is Velma not likable or charming anymore,
Yeah.
she's also like not smart anymore.
well, and also it doesn't have love for the franchise because it doesn't have love for anything. There isn't an ounce of love, care, desire, joy, or happiness in this show. It's just psychotic
pure hatred.
snark and hatred from weirdo Hollywood liberal writers that don't understand the human condition.
I love Brett raging.
Me too.
It's fun.
People always comment about it like, wow, I wasn't expecting to
Yeah.
see Brett this angry.
Ruh-roh.
Iconic. Go off, King.
In this new
Ruh-roh.
series, do they solve crimes like the Mystery Gang?
There is a crime.
So far, they have falsely accused someone of a crime, and they've solved it in as much as that he is no longer, Fred is no longer suspected of the crime, of which they only cleared his name through humiliating him.
Velma is now suspected of the crime.
Wait, so this is like the season story arc or something?
I mean,
Yeah, it looks like what they're doing is like instead of solving one per episode,
Yes.
they're going to solve this one by the end of it, which is why it would be great if at the end they pull it off and it's white Velma underneath. They make white Velma the bad guy.
Wow.
That
it'll
would be
be
incredible.
iconic.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.